Is it really your fault? And how to hold back a tidal wave of emotions. Hello, Will Perry here. Welcome back to a daily dose of the Keeping the Conversation Alive emails and videos. So I hope you're well. Let me get rid of this one. Is it really your fault? Well, I think it's a key starting point. It's absolutely a key starting point to know that it's not your fault. When I say it, what's it? You probably know already. This negative thinking, this pattern, this thing that I call self-esteem. Some people don't like the term self-esteem. Some people refute it. Some people say it's not real. Well, it's not. It's what we are kind of a label and understanding to what it alludes to. And some people actually get that understanding confused, thinking that it's confidence. However, it is self-confidence, but not confidence to do something. So it's not confidence. You can have high confidence to do a thing, like even to speak in front of people. I used to be able to speak in front of, what was it, 800 people. I had the confidence to do that. Yet when I come off stage, inside I'd be going, oh my God, was that rubbish? Oh God, please, I'd need that affirmation from other people to say, whoa, that was amazing. You were so good at this sort of stuff. And then inside I'd be going, oh God, I got away with it. I'm not, terrible stuff. So this negative thinking, when you think everything is your fault, you think it's your fault because this, you think it's your fault because that, you think you're so stupid, you think you're so ugly, you think you're so disgusting, you think you're, and maybe you wouldn't admit that. Oh, no, I don't think that. Yeah, if I plugged, I always do this thing, don't I? If I plugged in, and when I go to do this, oh no, it's not too. So if I was a doctor of the mind and I could tune into you just by simply using this device in, oh, I'm sorry, in here, yeah, oh, yes, I can hear your internal dialogue and it is disgusting. Oh, I would, you get the idea. I would, and I do this in the program. I've done this in the 12-day challenges. Get to the point quite quickly and easily of what your actual internal dialogue is like, and it's pretty disgusting and dark about yourself. But about everybody else, you're the most optimistic, positive person in the world. Here is disgusting. So once you get to that point, then to acknowledge that, then you can then do the work to go, just where does this come from? Where in your past does this come from? And then you can see that, holy moly, insert swear word, it's not my fault. It's not your fault that and that's a pivotal point. To get to the point that you go, holy moly, insert swear word, it's not my fault. It's not my fault that I think like this. It's not my fault. There's nothing wrong with me. There's nothing missing. There's nothing, holy moly, insert swear word, exclamation marks, kapow, all that stuff. It's not my fault. And that's a tipping point. That's a pivotal moment, pivotal step, because it opens up a world of inquiry. Well, if I'm not that thing, or that thing that I think of and that came from the past that's not real, then how can that change my future? Oh, if I didn't think that negative thing about myself that I never tell anybody and put a smile on instead, if I did, I'd choose something different. I'd choose something better for good, would I not? Oh, I don't know why I'm doing that noise, but however, knowing that it's not your fault versus believing is a very different thing. Because believing something is you don't have to think about it. When you believe something, beliefs are rock solid. People go to war about beliefs. People die for beliefs. Beliefs you don't have to think about. They're just boom, 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 part of you. That's a different thing. So knowing is step one, but believing, that's a few steps on. That takes work. That takes effort. That takes evidence. That takes combat with the negative belief, and I'll tell you more about that as we go along. And what I thought of when I was writing this out was, because I kind of sketch out the ideas and what I want to say, what I was thinking was, it's a bit like the boy with the finger in the dam. He saw the leak in the dam. The Dutch boy with the dam saw the leak, put his finger in there to stop it. Before he did that, he went off and told somebody, and because he told somebody, people knew him as he was and had been. People didn't take any notice of him. But he went back and put his finger in the dam because he took responsibility for that and did something about it. That's the change in action, rather than leaving it and just like the dam would break, and the tsunami of would come flooding over. When dams break, things flood. So he took responsibility and stopped it by fixing it with his finger, and stayed in overnight. And a passerby saw him, and as the story goes, and then they got workers to help fix the dam, and everything was good. And he became a hero. So you can become a hero of your own life. The solution is to explore where, to get to that tipping point, where the belief came from. Realize that it's not true. And what I have in my structure is this thing. It's the mother of all beliefs. Identify the core bit, basically the hole in the dam. It's like thup, thup, thump. That bit that changes everything. The one bit that, and I call that the mother of all beliefs, the key core negative belief. I'll talk about that tomorrow. So my invitation to you is to think, if it wasn't your fault, if you think it's your fault, tell me, because. So this is kind of the start of if you think it's your fault, or because it's a belief, let's face it, it's a rock solid belief. You don't have to think about it. But I want you to think about it. How do you know it's true? It is your fault. Well, because because But you probably got a long list, so just give me the key points of the list, or write it down for yourself. You don't have to share it with me. The bonus is to share it with me. I know it's my fault because I always mess up. I know it's fault because I've always been told. I know it's fault because I always, everybody tells me that. I know I'm clumsy because everybody tells me. My parents always told me I was no good because my mum always told me I was no good because I was never amount to much because they always told me. Teachers always told me I would never. My brother always told me. My sister always told me. How do you know? Because I always do this. I always fail. How do you know that it is your fault? It's a fair question. That's my invitation to you, and your bonus is to involve and share that with me, because I might challenge you on that. Lots of love. I hope you're well. And I should put this one up. Take the test. The test is a simple self-esteem test. It's around here. It's a simple. That's what it is. Can't argue with that. Simple indicator as to your negative thinking, and putting a score on it is quite a useful thing to do at the start. And maybe you've done this already. And you can track it. If you think, oh yeah, I got 7 last time, I got 14 this time, I got, where am I? I got 7 last time, I got 3 this time. Holy moly, I knew. And we'll talk about that as the week goes on as well. So I've planned out a conversation for you this week. So do take the test, share the test, get involved in the conversation. But if you think, this isn't for me, I'm good, just take the test and see. It's not infallible, but it is a nice, easy indicator, self-assessed, of course, and you get an instant result. All right, many thanks. Speak to you tomorrow about the mother of all beliefs. Over.